Hello everyone, welcome to another weekly challenge vlog. It is Monday morning. I have my trusty helper here, Mabel. I also have Sylvia here eating breakfast. She has crazy hair this morning. I'll have to show you. Well, here, let's see. Doo-doo-doo. Can you see that crazy hair? She worked on it all night. Well, good morning, everybody. I decided I wanted to do another challenge this week, and it is going to be the swapping screen time for reading challenge. My screen time has been quite low recently, which is good. I don't want to be on my screen that much. What?
How can you spell I love Alexa?
You love Alexa? Ooh. We love Alexa. That's my best friend from college. Anyway, so yeah, my screen time hasn't been super high just because I'm trying to not be on it, but it's still a good amount, I think, of reading time. So I am looking at last week's screen time. On Monday, May 11th, 1 week ago, I'm trying to remember correctly, I think 3 hours and 29 minutes of screen time. But if you see here, there's a little section at the bottom here that says navigation, or I don't know. I was using my Google Maps app for an hour and 39 minutes of that time. So that doesn't technically count as screen time for me. Like, I wasn't actively looking at my screen while it was navigating for me. So I'm going to subtract that 1 hour and 39 minutes of navigation time from the overall time to get down to 1 hour and 50 minutes of reading time today. That should be very doable. I will try to hit the stretch goal of the full 3 hours and 29 minutes, but we'll just see. So I'm gonna set my timer for 1 hour and 50 minutes. And if I reach that at some point in the day, we'll add more time and let you know how I'm doing. As far as the books that I'm reading, physically, I'm reading Yesteryear still by Carol Claire Burke. I'm, I don't know, a third into this one, and I'm not going to talk much about content again because I am exclusively vlogging this for my patrons.
Exclusively for your patrons?
Yeah, good job. That was some hard words. And then on audio, I'm listening to Detransition Baby by Tori Peters.
Baby.
Very good. You need to be a booktuber. This one I just happen to have on my Kindle too. It's one that I've owned on my Kindle for a long time. I'm finally reading it. I got it as a random read on my deck of TBR for the month. It's interesting. We're following Reese, who is a trans woman, and she gets a call from a previous girlfriend, or now boyfriend, because this man, Ames, had transitioned to Amy, and they had had a relationship while he was Amy. Okay, I'll get you something to drink. But then Amy has transitioned back to Ames. So they're kind of rekindling, not really rekindling their romantic relationship, but they were such good friends. And so they are coming back together to possibly have a baby. I haven't quite gotten to that point of like how they're going to have a baby together.
Mother and father.
Kind of, babe. It's a little bit different situation. But I think what happened is Ames got another woman pregnant, and that woman might not want the baby. And Reese has always wanted a baby, but never could because she's a trans woman. So, or could never at least get pregnant herself. So,
Why do you have to put your fingers right here?
it just helps type the best. It's like the most efficient way to type. So maybe Ames is bringing Reese into this relationship to help with the baby. I don't know. It's fine so far. I'm only like 5% in. I started listening to it last night. Sure, I can type. What should I type? Hello, Mabel. You are the cutest little girl ever.
And then can you do I love the birds
I love the birds
so much
so much
because
because
I love birds.
I love birds. Okay, I just typed all of that out on the keyboard. All right, that's it. Today we're really not doing much. Can you tell? BIRDS. I'm just gonna finish vlogging this and then I will help you, Mabel. Can you tell it's really gloomy outside, so we might not be able to get some outside time.
B-I.
B-I. Becca Books and Bujo chaos coming back at ya. I already did laundry this morning. I already did dishes. I already ordered our groceries. So it's a productive Monday. We'll talk to you later. Hi. Oh, you can really see her crazy hair now. I decided to do a crazy project, kind of a big one. Go through Sylvia's closet and get rid of all of her 12-month stuff and put in all the 12 to 18 and then probably 18-month stuff too. Because she's not too big for the 12-month, but it's definitely getting tighter and she just has too many clothes in her closet. I can show you the before and after because my goodness, it's too much stuff in there and she doesn't wear half of it because there's just too much. And I pick my favorites, my husband picks his favorites for her, and we just don't ever get to everything. So I'll show you a little bit of what we're working with and then how it ends up. Yeah, Mabel's drawing. Do you want to show it? She is working on one of those like scratch off pictures. See? Wow, so beautiful. It's like black and then when you scratch off the stuff on top it goes to rainbow. So she's working on that. Sylvia's destroying clothes over here. Ta-da! Here's a pile of laundry that is needing to be put away, but I also am going to go through. Sylvia's going through the pants for me. Thanks, Sylvia. She's got books there, which I should go through too. But that's where this bin goes. Next to it is 12 to 18 month pants, so we'll fit it all into one bin. Pajamas. Up there is bibs and socks. And then up there is bows, which she does not wear. I should go through the bows and get rid of them. And then that's like burp cloths and stuff. Then on the other side, right.
But we're only gonna keep the 4.
We're gonna keep 12 to 18 month. So this is like dresses, short sleeve, long sleeve, and then like full outfits, like romper kind of deals.
And we're gonna keep the 4 shoes.
Yes, the 4 shoes, right. And then this is like vests and sweatshirts. And then that's 18 month stuff that I've already accumulated and just hung up there. So we've got lots to do. And Sylvia's playing peekaboo. Where's Sylvie? Peekaboo!
Sylvia loves playing peekaboo.
Come on, Sylvie. Oh my goodness! Sylvia!
Now he wasn't hungry anymore, and he was a little caterpillar, and he wasn't a little caterpillar anymore. He was a big fat caterpillar. He built a small house called a cocoon around himself. He stayed in for more than 2 weeks.
So a nap and many other activities later, I have finished her closet. I decided to put little rompers. They're like short sleeve or tank top rompers. Then these are short sleeve shirts, long sleeve shirts, and then like pant rompers. Then down here are dresses and sweatshirts or like jean jackets, cardigans kind of thing. I moved the dresses down just because that was feeling too cluttered, but now I feel like it's even between the 2 shelves or 2 bars, racks of clothing. That stuff all needs to come off of hangers and go in that bin. That bin is strictly 12 month, and then this bin is anywhere from 6 to 12 month. Yeah, but not 12 month. So I need to probably keep this bin in the closet for now because I did keep some of the larger 12 month clothing in there just for her to wear a couple more times. And then that one will go downstairs with the rest of our baby clothes. But we did pretty dang good, I would say. I also wanted to mention that I finished my 1 hour and 50 minutes. So I restarted the timer with the 1 hour and 39 minutes. That was my navigation from last Monday. I got to about 30% in Detransition Baby. And this one is weird. am considering DNFing it because it just uses very crass language, which I don't always love. Sometimes I don't mind it, but it just feels like it's added for unnecessary reasons, and it has to do with sexual activities, and that just, I don't know, is too much for me maybe. So I've been listening while I've been rearranging clothes, and then while Sylvia napped, I read a little bit of Les Mis. I caught up on my Les Mis pages, and I haven't read any yet of Yesteryear, but I did finish the hour and 50 quite easily. It's 3:30, but I probably finished that around 2:30. And now I'm gonna restart the timer with that hour 39 and keep listening to Detransition Baby while I take the hangers off of all of these clothes. Good evening, everybody. I was just sitting here eating some ice cream and editing my bookshelf tour, but I wanted to check in before I head to bed. I do still have about an hour left on the timer, but remember, this was the stretch goal. So I did indeed swap my screen time for reading on Monday, but I will likely go read some more before bed, so we might get close. I probably won't read an entire hour, but I'll read close to that. I haven't read any of Yesteryear today, so I want to get that read a little bit before bed. We had a good evening. We made tacos for dinner and just played. Sylvia is really wanting to walk. She is getting up in the middle of the room, standing there for a while, and then taking a few steps, and it is so fun to watch her figure that out. We thought she would be walking by like 9 months because she was always upright and always on her feet, but it took her a little bit longer, and now it's really fun to watch her do that. So that was kind of the exciting part of the day. Yeah, it was a good Monday. I'm gonna head to bed and we'll talk to you tomorrow and see how many hours of reading I need to do. Theo, Mabel, say hi. What are we here for, Theo?
My ear infection.
Yeah. Theo was up crying last night and we think he has an ear infection, so we are at urgent care already this morning. It's Tuesday. Happy Tuesday. Hey guys, it's already Tuesday afternoon at about 2 o'clock, and this is the first time I've been able to jump on and chat with you since our crazy morning. So I think I chatted with you at the urgent care. Yeah, so overnight, Theo woke up crying and like in a lot of pain, and he kept grabbing at his ear. He's had ear infections before, and this felt like that's what it was. So we gave him some meds in the middle of the night, put a hot pack on, and said, sorry, bud, we have to wait until the morning to go to a doctor. And we found a new urgent care in our area, which was nice, and we got in right away when it opened. We were out of there in about 40 minutes, but mostly it was just waiting for the doctor. And it was really nice because they had our own waiting room, or we had our own waiting room, and they had PBS Kids on the TV for us. So it's like they knew we were coming. And the doctor came in. He was really, really nice and looked in his ear and said, yep, he's got a raging ear infection. So we got medicine for him and he's home for the day. My parents came up for the day. My mom is kind of doing school with Mabel, but Theo is also here doing school. He's helping out. He's kind of the assistant, but also probably making it difficult for Grandma to do school. What else? I did go teach math. Even though Theo wasn't there, it was the last day for me to teach math for the school year, and I felt like I wanted to go and kind of round out the year, say goodbye to those kids, and have our last lesson together. So we did that, had some lunch. Sylvia's taking her nap, and while she has been napping, I sat here and filmed my Bujo briefing. So I've got all my bullet journals and stuff, and now that'll be ready to edit and hopefully post tomorrow. The reason we're here, reading. I looked back at my screen time last week, and it was 3 hours and 12 minutes, I believe. So haven't even started reading for the day. Like I said, it's 2 o'clock. So we'll see if I can get any reading, I might have to carry over time because tonight we have Willie's last band concert of the year, and my folks are hanging around to go to that with me. We're gonna try to bring all 3 kids. Wish us luck. But also my in-laws are coming. Willie's parents are coming. So we'll have lots of hands for those 3 children. I think Theo and Mabel will sit there and enjoy it. It's Sylvia I'm nervous about. She has made the transition to 1 nap super easily. I don't know how we managed that, but she does go to bed pretty early, like 7 o'clock, pretty much on the dot for the last few nights and for the last few days that she's been doing 1 nap a day. So we'll see how that goes. There's technically 3 concerts, 1 at 6 for the 6th graders, 1 at 7 for the 7th graders, and 1 at 8 for the 8th graders. So there'll be some time in between that kids can be kids, but we'll see. We'll see if Sylvia can hang for that long, or if a grandma or grandpa needs to bring her back home, or if she'll just fall asleep on one of our shoulders and allow us to listen to the concert. So we'll see. Whew. I need to just take a breath. I was talking probably too quickly. Sorry about that, but I felt like I had to get a lot out to you. Okay, I'm gonna bring all this stuff upstairs, head upstairs, see if Sylvia's still sleeping. She probably is. With this 1 nap a day, she has been consistently taking 2.5-hour naps, which is like a long time. I feel like I can get so much accomplished when she naps for that long. So yeah, I'll go check on grandma and the kids, see how homeschool is going, and then maybe go listen to my book and work on my cross stitch. I've been loving my cross stitch lately. I feel like I'm making progress. You can definitely see it. I'll have to show you a little bit later, but it's been really, really fun. So talk to you later.
Swing back and forth, we're swinging back and forth. We're getting lots of exercise, we're swinging back and forth.
Good morning, everyone. It is Wednesday morning, and this little girl saw me eating cereal, and now she wanted some for her own. So I got her this teeny tiny little bowl, and she's like a bird coming to her mama for more. So yes, she is sitting on the table. That was just the easiest thing to do. Oh, you found a little crack. Would that fit your foot? We went to Willie's band concert last night, and the kids did phenomenally. We stayed until the last concert, which meant we were there until 8:30. Sylvia fell asleep within like 30 seconds of me laying her in her crib. The other kids were a little bit more difficult because they were kind of wired from being at the concert. But that's a cute little crock, huh? I think Theo got this for a McDonald's Happy Meal toy. Anyway, the concert was really, really good. All of the groups did amazingly, and I think Willie is really happy with how it went. So that's one thing for the end of the year checked off the list. Yeah. Oh, are you okay? Oh my goodness. Cough, cough. So the kids were very tired this morning. They did not want to wake up, but we got going. Theo and Willie got to school. Mabel's watching a little bit more cartoons because it's only 7:45. And Sylvia and I are having breakfast. So yummy. I didn't read hardly any yesterday. I read before bed, so I probably got to like 3 hours. Maybe a little bit less, but we'll say that we are carrying over 3 hours today, woofda, which I looked at my screen time for a week ago from today, and it was 3 hours and 14 minutes, very similar to yesterday. So I will be reading for 6 hours and 14 minutes today. That probably won't happen. I just need to like stick in an earbud and listen all day long. But we'll see. We'll see. There's nothing on the calendar. We're not doing anything today, so it could be done. But that's a lot of time. Oh, cool troll. Sylvia's just finding all sorts of things to bring to me. That's fun. Do you want some more cereal? No? Yes? Oh, she does. Okay, little bird. Alrighty. Well, that's all I've got for this morning. I will let you know how we do throughout the day if I actually read. I don't know. I'm not loving Detransition Baby, so it's been a little difficult to want to pick it up and listen to it all the time. So, yeah, that's where I'm at. But we'll see. We'll get her done. Sylvia, can you say bye? Can you say bye? She's like, who am I saying bye to? Say bye to the camera. Okay, more cereal. Talk to you later. Everyone, giving you a little update. It is a little bit after 5 o'clock. Oh no, it's almost 6 o'clock. Dinner is almost done in the oven and Willie is outside with the kids. I have listened to quite a bit of my book, and it wasn't the book I originally planned. After I chatted with you this morning, I opened up my Libby app and my book was gone. I ran out of the Libby hold for Detransition Baby, and I thought I had renewed it, but I was on a wait list for it. So it should be coming back fairly soon, like within a day or two, but I needed something else to listen to. So I went ahead and started It's Not Her by Mary Kubika, which I had on Everand, which is another great listening service. If you're ever interested in trying Everand, you can find a link down below that'll get you a month for free. I like Everand because it's similar to Audible, but you get 3 titles instead of 1, or you can choose that option and it's not that much more expensive than Audible. So yeah, try that out if you have any interest. So I started It's Not Her. And this is a creepy thriller about a family, 2 families, but they're like sister and brother, and then their kids, and their families. No, and their kids. So 2 families, but they're related. I'm really doing a bad job of explaining this. Anyway, they have gone to this very isolated resort in northern Wisconsin, and it starts off with a bang. One of the nieces of, now I can't think of her name, Courtney. The niece of Courtney is May, and May had been staying over at Courtney's cabin with her cousin Cass. They had a sleepover, and Courtney fed May in the morning and sent her home to the cabin. But then she hears May scream, and May comes running back to her cabin, like really shook up, almost in shock. And they go back to May's cabin and see that there's been some murdering happening. So we are following Courtney in the present timeline as she gets questioned by police. We get some leads as to who could have possibly done this to her brother and sister-in-law. And then we also jump back 7 days and we're following Reese, who is the 17-year-old daughter of the brother and sister-in-law who were murdered. So Courtney's niece, Reese, which I thought was funny because niece and Reese rhyme. So we're getting her perspective and trying to figure out who could have done this to her parents. But also she is missing. And so there's some weird things there. And we're getting a lot of different, like I said, a lot of different leads. And it makes you think it could be this person. And then we get a little bit more story. And then we're introduced to somebody else and it could be that person. A little bit more story. And so at this point, I really am confused. I have no clue who it could be. But I have 2 hours and 38 minutes left on my timer for the day. And I think like 2 hours and 40 minutes of the audiobook left. So will I finish it today? Who knows? Will I have to carry overtime to tomorrow? Maybe. But for now, I'm going to sit here and work on my cross stitch while Willie's outside with the kids. And I'm waiting to take dinner out of the oven. I got Bonnie sitting by me too. Hi, Bonnie. Sweet girl. Sylvia, you gonna walk? Oh, bummer. Hello everyone. Welcome to Thursday. I didn't chat with you early this morning because we had our last day of mixed ages class with Mabel and Sylvia. So I had to get us all ready and out the door before 9 o'clock, which is hard to do with two littles who are very active and push against you when you want to get ready to go. So it's already 12:42. We've had lunch. Sylvia is taking her nap, and this was the first time I could update you. I am happy to announce that I completed my full 6 hours and some minutes from yesterday. I can't believe it, but I did. I got to 88% of the way through It's Not Her or something like that. And I read a bunch of yesteryear too. I think I'm past the 200 page mark there. And It's Not Her, I'm gonna quickly finish today because I think I have 30 minutes left in the audiobook at the pace that I'm listening. So that one's good. I really don't know who the killer is going to be in that one. Like I said earlier, the author kind of gives us a lot of different leads and makes us believe it could be this or it could be that or it could be a combination of some of the things, and I still haven't figured it out. I thought right at the beginning I clocked who it was going to be, but I think I'm wrong. Or maybe I'm right, and I'll let you know one way or the other. I haven't told you, I don't think, what my idea was. So I looked at my screen time, and I believe it's 3 hours and 41 minutes or 48 minutes. I don't know. It's right here. So I will start a timer for that amount and get reading. I was just sitting here after lunch uploading my most recent vlog. I will get that up for my patrons for early access. They'll get to see it today, and then tomorrow morning I will upload it to the rest of the world. So yeah, I'm just uploading it. It says it's processing now. For some reason, YouTube has done this weird thing where it won't let me choose. This is like way too much information, but in the back end, you have to add music licenses to your videos if you use music that isn't free. And for some reason, it hasn't been allowing me to add the licenses when I upload, and then once it uploads, it tells me you have copyrighted music, and then I can go add the license or the copyright that I have, and then it's like, okay, all good and dandy, you can post it now. So it's one extra step that's a little annoying, so I have to just sit here and wait until it notices that I'm using that copyrighted music. So then after I upload, I'm gonna go sit on my blue chair, cuddle with my girl, probably. Mabel's awake, but Sylvia's sleeping. And I would like to read my Les Mis pages. And then I would like to listen to the rest of It's Not Her and work on my cross stitch. I've been loving my cross stitch. I think I mentioned that earlier. I just have been adoring working on my cross stitch lately. I feel like I'm making progress. It's getting somewhere. I can see the end, even though I'm only like halfway done with the project. It's still been really fun to work on. So I'm gonna go do those things and I'll chat with you later starting my 3 hours and 40 some minutes at 12:45 in the afternoon may or may not happen. We'll see. We don't have anything going on this evening, so it could. I'll let you know.
I got this face paint from the carnival today.
Yeah, it was like your end of the year carnival, right? Do you know what's here?
Spider web.
Yep, and what's over here?
Lightning.
Turn. And what's up there?
Spider.
That's right. What other things did you do at the carnival?
I did 4 in a row.
Ooh, like Connect 4?
Yeah.
Fun.
And I did... I can't remember. There was a racing bouncy house. I did that.
Oh, fun. I didn't realize there'd be a big bouncy house.
No, it's a race.
Race one? Who did you race?
Cooper.
Fun.
So, and I think that's all I did.
Cool. Yeah, they had a whole hour at the carnival, right?
So after snack, I went right to lunch.
Funny. Friday. We made it to Friday. We are downstairs playing right now. Sylvia's crawling around. Mabel's on the bar, the gymnastics bar we have. And I'm sitting here looking at the amount of time I need to read. So my screen time from a week ago was 3 hours and 18 minutes. So not too bad. I got to 60% in a new book yesterday. I don't know if I mentioned it. It's called The 2000s Made Me Gay. Wow, you are strong. It's by, I don't know, I'll put a picture here. The only reason I'm reading this, honestly, is because I was looking for a book with the word make or made in the title for the buzzword challenge, and I saw Kayla, who is the host of the challenge, I saw her reading it in her buzzword challenge video. That's the only book I could find that I maybe wanted to read. And it's about this author, essays on pop culture is what it's the tagline is, or the subtitle. And she is talking about all of these pop culture references, like Dawson's Creek, like Ellen DeGeneres, like Mean Girls, like Harry Potter, all of these things that have gay or LGBTQ plus characters that were her first introduction to that, and how those instances either helped or hurt her in her coming out process. I'm watching. So that one has been an interesting listen, kind of nostalgic for me because it seems like she and I grew up around the same time. The other reference I'm remembering now is Moulin Rouge, which I loved that movie, and she talks about that a lot. Anyway, it's a good listen for now, and it'll get that prompt checked off on the buzzword challenge. So yeah, I'm 60% of the way through that one, and then I read like another 20 pages in yesteryear. But I did meet my goal of reading what was yesterday's. I don't know. I read all my screen time for yesterday. So I'm going to get reading today. We do have to run down to the vet, which is about 10 miles away, because we're out of meds for Barrett, and our old vet in our old town won't refill them anymore. And we have been to our new vet. It's just I was getting meds from our old vet mailed to us. So now that refill is complete, we needed to set up the new prescription, and I have to run down and get like an emergency supply because I can't get the online pharmacy sent to us until or it'll come to us in like 5 days. So, and we're out of pills because I put this off until the very last day. So that's for Barrett's anxiety meds. She's on fluoxetine. We call it her puppy Prozac. Anyway, so we have to go down to the vet, and that'll be a good morning activity for the girls because they're already stir crazy, as you can hear. It's raining outside, so we can't really get outside, but a car ride will be good. So, yeah, I'm gonna get listening, and we'll talk to you a bit later.
What? I know, are you okay? You need a kiss? I once knew every current, every path through the kelp.
Good morning, everyone. It's Sunday, and I didn't talk to you at all yesterday. Whoopsie. We had to get going pretty early in the morning, and we drove down to our old town, had a play date with friends, and then went to a friend's grad party down in that area too. So, I listened to a bit of my book and read a little bit last night, but nowhere near the 4 hours and 40 minutes I needed. Plus, I didn't quite finish Friday's minutes. I think I had like 18 minutes left. So we'll just round it out to 5 hours yesterday that I needed to read. Did not get there. I think I should have checked. 1 second. Okay, it was 2 hours and 51 minutes I still had from yesterday, with also Friday's time tacked on there. And now it's Sunday, and I believe the screen time said 4 hours and 4 minutes. So yeah, we're like looking at almost 7 hours of listening today or reading today. We'll see. It's Sunday, and it feels like Saturday because tomorrow's Memorial Day. So we decided to watch church from home just because yesterday was a lot and the kids slept in this morning, which never happens. So we're gonna watch church from home, and I already have my cleaning outfit on. Our house is so messy, and I've really been neglecting it, not hardly cleaning at all. I've been doing like the basics, the laundry, the dishes, but everything else has been put on the back burner for like 2 weeks. So I'm ready to clean all day long, and I told Willie, you can clean with me, or you can just take the kids away from me and I will clean. It's supposed to be pretty nice today. I think like 78, so warm. Maybe we'd get the water table out and the kids could get some good outside time, but I just need to clean our house. It's getting bad, and it like puts me in this state of not being able to do anything because like I go into the kitchen and every surface is covered and there are dishes everywhere, and I can't even cook because there's nowhere to cook. So then I start cleaning, and then dinner gets behind, and it's just, you know, this cycle. So I'm ready to clean today, and if I could listen to my audiobook, that'd be nice. I finished The 2000s Made Me Gay on Friday, I think. And then I started a new audiobook yesterday. It's a Sherry LaPena, Someone We Know, I think it's called. And after listening to It's Not Her a couple of days ago, I was like, oh, I love listening to thrillers. Listening to thrillers is so easy. I want to listen because they're like captivating and you want to know what happens. So I looked at my mystery and thriller shelf, and I basically put a Libby hold on every single book that I could on that shelf, and like 10 of them were available right away. So Someone We Know was the first one. This is about a woman named Olivia. She's married to Paul, and they have a son, Raleigh, who got caught. Well, not caught. They caught him breaking into people's houses, and he wasn't stealing anything, but he was going onto their computers, like breaking in and sending anonymous emails from an account. So the parents caught him, and they're like, you probably will get in trouble. We're going to punish you here, but also like, this is what could happen if you get caught. So that's going on. But then also one of their neighbors was found missing, or her husband reported her missing after a weekend away, when in fact she didn't go on that weekend away with a girlfriend. So that husband is reporting her missing. But the creepy thing is, in the prologue, we see the murder happening. Like, the author tells us what happened with a hammer, and it was really, really graphic. And so we know that the story is leading up to that point, but we don't know who this woman is that killed her. We know it's a woman. So I'm speculating all throughout, but yeah, that one's fun to listen to. I listened to that quite a bit in the car yesterday. And I'm still reading Yesteryear. I have like 20 pages left, so hopefully I could finish that today too. But I'm in the cleaning mood, so let's clean up. Floors are clean. They're beautiful. That part's still drying, so I'm gonna reset the dining room as much as I can without Willie, because I can't put the table there by myself. So I'm thinking about moving the skylight, because our kids are needing to use the skylight for summer routines and stuff. So I think I'm gonna put it over here on this this piece of furniture. So let's get it reset. Hey, it's about 4:30 and I'm taking a break from cleaning. Sylvia took an awesome nap. It was like 2 hours and 15 minutes, and then Willie was out here mowing. The kids were playing amazingly inside, and I got a bunch of stuff cleaned. So I was able to finish Someone We Know by Sherry Lapena. I think it's Lapena. And it was fine. I'm gonna give it 3.5 stars. It was pretty expected. I thought, like, there was lots of people lying, and I mean, it's kind of typical for Sherry Lapena from what I've noticed. And like, they're all domestic. It's all with husbands and wives and people lying to each other and affairs and all that sort of stuff. So there was a little bit of a twist, which was fun. I mean, of course there was a twist, but one that I didn't see coming. So that was interesting. Yeah, so I don't know what my timer's down to. I still have like 4 hours, I think. I'll put a picture of it here. But I'm going to sit here and try to read as much of Yesteryear as I can. I'm like 40 pages from the end. So I'm going to work on that. But it's a beautiful day. It's like 80 degrees, but the wind is nice and we're shaded in our area, so loving it. It's perfect. Good evening, everyone. So you'd think it would be Sunday night when I'm talking to you, but in fact, it's Monday night. It is Memorial Day weekend, and because I didn't finish my hours yesterday, I just decided to extend the weekend, and today is Sunday in my mind. I combined Sunday and Monday because last night I did not complete my hours. I think I still had 4.5 or something crazy. I think I maybe took a screenshot. So I was going to try to get my hours done today. Well, I still have 2 hours and 17 minutes left, and it's 8:30. Is that what that clock says? Maybe. So we'll see if I can get it done tonight, but I'm just adding this Monday in to the week and not adding last Monday's screen time, or else I would never complete this challenge. So a little update on last night. I probably could have finished my reading if we had not invited over some friends for an evening outside. We are trying to make new friends in our new town, and one of Willie's colleagues has a 2-year-old and a 4-month-old, and they came over and hung out outside for a long while. Actually, it was almost 3 hours. So that was really, really fun and good to get to know another couple with young kids because I feel like we're in a very similar stage of life. So then by the time they were gone and we got the kids to sleep, we went to bed. And this morning we got up and went down to my parents' place for a Memorial Day get together. The kids went swimming. We ate lunch together, and then we played some cube out on my parents' lawn. If you don't know what cube is, it is a Norwegian lawn game where you throw wooden dowels at blocks. I'll show a video of us playing it here, but it's really fun. You're on 2 opposing teams and trying to knock down blocks, the other side's blocks. And if you knock a block down, you've got to throw it to the other side, and they have to knock it down. It's like an ongoing game and could last forever, honestly. Feels like the game that never ends sometimes, but it's really, really fun, and it was a beautiful day in the shade. So, yeah, but like pretty hot too. I think the high was 86. Oh, another fun thing. Theodore's ear infection is back. He was on a 5-day like Z-Pack antibiotic, and Saturday was his last day, but then this morning he woke up at 5 a.m. telling us his ear hurt. So I'm going to need to contact his doctor tomorrow morning because today was Memorial Day and they weren't working. So we'll hope that we can get something figured out for him. I don't know if he just needs another round or a different antibiotic or what. So that's my story. Now the kids are all asleep and I'm sitting here. I should tell you what I've been reading. Yesterday I finished Yesteryear, and I finished Someone We Know. I think I had told you that. So I decided to start another thriller. Like I told you, I got all my thrillers out from Libby. So I started this one, and Chloe is the one who brought this to my attention. Chloe from Always Booked. I think this is one of her favorite thrillers, and it is definitely a page turner. I guess I'm listening to it, so I don't want to put it down. It's very addictive and really creepy. It's about a couple, Jack and Grace, and from the outside it looks like they live this perfect marriage, this perfect life. They love each other, but she like doesn't have a phone, and she doesn't carry much around in her purse, and something's a little off. And so we are figuring out how she gets into this relationship, and that it's a little bit more sinister than we're led to believe. So this one's going well so far. I'm already on page 137 and I just started it this morning. So it's about halfway already. which I'll probably listen to more tonight as I'm getting ready for bed. Yesteryear was my physical read, and I have been wanting to pick this up ever since I completed Glow of the Everflame. So I've got this big boy, Heat of the Everflame. Big boy, I shouldn't call it that, that's weird. This is the third in the Kindred's Curse saga. I have to do this because I never read books that have flop like this, but indeed this one is floppy, a lovely flop, and it has 761 pages. Oh wow, and the font is smaller. Great. I loved Glow of the Everflame. I just read it earlier this month and gave it 5 stars. Loved it. It ended on such a cliffhanger that I really want to pick up Heat of the Everflame. So I'm going to, and I want to get caught up with this series because Burn of the Everflame comes out this September, I think. However, I just looked at the back here and it says, ready for more? The journey concludes in Burn of the Everflame, book 4, releasing spring 2024. Well, in between the time this got published and spring 2024, Pango got picked up traditionally, and Burn is not coming out until fall 2026. So I know that people have been waiting for these books for a long time, or the last book for a long time, and I'm excited to be reading it right now so that I don't have to wait too long for Burn of the Everflame. So tonight, I don't know, I'm probably just gonna put here, if I finished my 2 hours and 17 minutes, probably not, but one can dream, and I will likely just read for the rest of the night or get ready for bed. Tomorrow starts the last week of school for the boys, and yeah, we just have to get back into the swing of things for the next few days until it's summer. So that was the challenge. I feel like I'm gonna say I won. I won the challenge this week because I did swap my screen time for reading most of the days, and if I didn't do it on that day, I carried it over, and Sunday was just a problem, but I read. I did do the reading, kind of. Okay, thank you so much for watching today's video. Put a cell phone emoji in the comments down below if you've made it this far and don't know what to say, and I will see you in another video very soon. Bye.